Let's switch sides.
Okay. Lock it in. Right.
Hey everybody, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga. Today. Hey everybody, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga. Today we are going to be talking about why this part of the mat is very warm. Why?
Nice.
Why?
Comes out of that.
Why some yogis choose to become a vegetarian. It's not something that is necessary, but there's a reason for it. So enlighten us, Kai.
So, if you guys remember when we talked about the 8 limbs, we went into that very first limb. We call it yama. Well, the very first one of those, ahimsa, non-violence. That is the main reason why most yogis become vegetarian, is because of that non-violent aspect of yoga. That kind of the premise of most people's yoga is that, again, non-violence, ahimsa, compassion to self. And meat is kind of, to a lot of people, in direct conflict with that. When you kill an animal to eat it, you have to, but forcibly be violent towards that animal. And that's something that most yogis try and step away from. So that's why eventually lots of people who practice yoga become vegetarian. And that is, I mean, the essence of the choice to become vegetarian. Mm-hmm. That being said, you don't have to be a vegetarian to be a good yogi. I want to emphasize this point. You can still be a really good yogi and eat meat. Like, that's fine. It's just recognizing the fact that the choice to eat meat is participating in a particular form of violence, and that the choice to be vegetarian is choosing to eliminate that particular part of, like, this violent thing that's around us. Mm-hmm. And personally, I would say that everything requires some form of energy to survive. The universe, if you think of it as this huge thing, is constantly eating itself over and over and over in a myriad of different ways. So, the choice to be vegetarian is just saying that you are eliminating one specific way of using or exploiting or transforming everything else around you into you.
Yeah,
and that sounds kind of strange, but yeah.
Yeah, matter in general is not created or destroyed. It is just transformed. It's a transient thing, as we spoke about a few videos ago. And so it's not... when we say there's a violent act in killing an animal, yes, it's inherently violent, but it's not violent in the sense of
from a universal perspective, it's not any more violent than anything else that happens.
It's just a transference of matter in a way. And so, like Kai said, you don't have to be a vegetarian. Some yogis choose to, some do not. But it is common practice. But just give it some thought. And think about what you're doing when you're eating a steak or ribs or whatever.
I mean, like, the Dalai Lama isn't a vegetarian, you guys.
It's really okay.
It's not an absolutely necessary choice for yoga. That's all we're trying to impress upon you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. But it is something that exists. So give it some thought. You know, I think maybe broaden your appreciation for the particular animal that you might be consuming. Again, remember, it is a transference of matter, and really anything is that in a broader sense, like Kai said. So give that some thought. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. Subscribe, like, and share. Give somebody a high five. Thank you for looking, Kai, because I was not, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.